Hey, finding peace within ourselves is probably the most difficult thing that I've ever had to encounter. Finding peace within myself. Writing everything that was wronged to me, for me. Convincing myself that all the things that I was told growing up are untrue of me. Because for so long I believed them. And for so long I lived in the darkness. And I welcomed it because it was familiar. It was me. It was my comfort. It was what I knew to always return. And as I grow and I evolve, and I'm 29 now, and I'm just starting to heal. And I'm just starting to understand things about myself. And it's amazing. It's an amazing process, and it's a beautiful process, but it's also a very painful process. Because not only am I learning myself, but I have to face my fears. And fear, that's been a major factor in my life, my entire life. From neglect to abandonment to abuse to foster care to single motherhood, a 5, to being broken all the way down to nothing, to feel as though I'm the most worthless piece of trash that you could imagine, to restoration, to love, to light, to amazement. And it takes, I honestly can't tell you what it takes, because at one point I was wanting to die. And all I could remember is praying, not to take it away, but praying. Because I'd prayed for forever to take it away, and it never went anywhere. So I prayed for understanding. I prayed for knowledge of self. I prayed for forgiveness so that I could move on with my life. I prayed for wholeness within me, and that I don't have to find it outside of me. I prayed that I could find it within, so that my happiness couldn't depend on anyone else but me. And I went to bed and I woke up and things were different. And I know how cliche that may sound, but they were. And my eyes were opened, and not just open. I wasn't just looking, I was seeing. For the first time, I was seeing me. I was seeing the world. I was seeing the signs and the symbolism. And I was happy. For so long, it had taken control of me. For so long, I pretended nothing had happened. Because if I pretend that it had never happened, then I was none the wiser. If I pretended that it didn't happen, then it didn't happen. But it did. And it's like I put a Band-Aid over it. But instead of healing it, it was infected, and it was festering. And it was festering this entire time. And the Band-Aid, while the Band-Aid was slowly falling off, it wouldn't stick anymore. And this toxicity and this pus, it was coming out, and it was showing up in some of the worst ways. It was manifesting at work, at my desk, because as I close my eyes, I can envision what happened. And because I never dealt with what happened and I covered it up, it was so vivid that I couldn't control the flow of tears at my desk and my job. I had to excuse myself. It started coming up in ways that I couldn't go. I was afraid to go outside because I was afraid that it would show. Until I took a moment and I said, okay, it's not gonna get better. I gotta heal it. I can't cover this up. I have to be who I am. I have to stand in what I believe and what I know. And I know that this happened to me. And I know that now that I didn't deserve that, what happened to me. And I had to understand that, yes, it happened and I can't change what happened. But it's affecting me. It's affecting my relationships. It's affecting my trust. It's affecting my happiness. And I had to understand that, well, it's affecting me. If I don't do something, it's going to kill me. And so I prayed. And I started a journey to work on what can I do to heal myself. And I'm still healing myself. I'm still not 100% completely finished healing. But it stopped pussing. And it stopped showing up unexpectedly. And every day I work towards a better day. Every day I work towards a better understanding of this, of myself, of how I can use this in my daily life to uplift me and others. And I hope that we all can find peace in ourselves that's been hurt and abused and traumatized.